Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. But of course, you already knew that. Live from Hold My Nuggets Incorporated in the West Wing in Hold My Nuggets Studios for the 8th annual 2023 Chiseled Adonis Awards. And I'm gonna be real with you, I was very discouraged of doing it this year. I was afraid, I'll admit it. I had my tail tucked between my legs because Nancy and the NFL team done partnered with YouTube once again to take me down. Why? Because the 2023 Super Bowl 58 commentary still has been unable to be uploaded on YouTube. And since I was a case, I was very afraid of being able to make this compilation of the award show that you guys desperately wanted to see countlessly throughout the past 6 months. You guys have been in my inbox saying, hey man, where's the awards? When you dropping the awards? And I felt very discouraged. I was afraid. But then again, I had to remember just exactly who the Chiseled Adonis just so happens to be. And when Nancy steps up, she gets set down. So we uploading it anyway. And whatever the fuck happens, it's gonna happen. So shout out to my people on Patreon who ultimately made this decision happen, where you guys countlessly reached out inside of the DMs and said, you know what, we rocking with you one way or another. You gots to do it. We want to see it. So I said, damn it, it's only right that we deliver. So we gonna get this Chiseled Adonis Awards for 2023 up and running, and hopefully it stays uploaded longer than Aaron Rodgers' season last year.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
And it's gone. It's gone. It's all gone. Poof.
There goes my hero. He's ordinary.
And it's gone. And it's gone!
Hey, I know the ads are probably getting annoying, but the NFL's continuing to pile it on. I still can't upload the Super Bowl from last season. So if you want to support the channel and watch these videos early and ad-free, consider becoming a member on my Patreon. Patreon.com/ChiseledAdonis. Link will be in the description. I appreciate you. So last year, we kicked off with the worst referee calls of the season to start out the Chiseled Adonis Awards, but I don't want to get your emotions riled up. So why not showcase terrible emotions getting riled up all of last season with the 2023 brouhahas of the year, where we had all kinds of grown-ass men in the midst of a 60-minute game having a conniption, getting incredibly apoplectic, unable to contain their emotions, and even gotten to a point to where fist was thrown.
And now go Chargers, go.
Arnold must have taken a bathroom break. I don't know if this is good or bad for the Chargers. All I know is Max Crosby just got shook. Man's nearly ate the Chargers logo.
Come here.
Heavens to Betsy Tillery with a late hit on Jay Herbo, and it seems we've got a fracas, a skirmish, a kerfuffle, a brouhaha on the sidelines in defense for Justin Herbert.
Target acquired.
Almighty push.
Man's laid out Herbert when it was completely unnecessary. Even Max Crosby's confused why he did it.
Foul, foul.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now. Out. He's fired. He's fired.
He's gonna rot in hell for what he did here tonight. That just makes me sick. How in God's name can that human being be from this planet? How can he? Does he have no conscience? Does he have no heart? Do you have no soul? You son of a bitch! Do you realize what you just done? How in God's name can he be smiling? The game is laughing at his accomplishment.
Is a no-good, lousy son of a bitch. That's exactly what he is. But he's a no-good bastard for what he did, and he ought to burn in hell for it.
Ejection. Did Debo just use Zen headbutt?
Almighty push.
Heavens to Betsy, it appears we've got a fracas, a skirmish, a kerfuffle, a brouhaha breaking out in Cleveland between the 49ers and Browns. Why are the 49ers so agitated? Did Deshaun Watson approach their female trainers?
Grab his dick and twist it.
Wait a minute, we've got another fracas, kerfuffle, skirmish, brouhaha taking place in SoFi Stadium between the Dallas Cowboys and Los Angeles Chargers. Tensions flaring, the shoving has began, helmets are being grabbed, somebody just got punched. Both teams must be fighting over who's choked more since the turn of the new millennium. But look what happened to that mulatto child.
Falcon,
launch!
Turned him into a headless horseman, knocked the helmet right off his goddamn cranium.
And now go Chargers, go.
Jordan Love looking for the game-winning touchdown pass, intercepted by Pittsburgh as the Steelers get the only victory in the division. And wait a minute, it appears we've got a fracas, a kerfuffle, a skirmish, a brouhaha on the sideline as Casey was pushed late after the game-winning interception, and the Steelers did not take light to it. Watch out, looks like we've got an altercation between Johnny Hecker and a Miami Dolphin. Hit him with the Zen headbutt.
Oh, that hit just the right spot.
3rd and 1 for Buffalo Wild Wings. Hand off to the most Latavius of Murrays. Picks up the first down for the Bills. But looks like we got a little extracurricular activity going on. A Bills lineman gets slammed to the ground.
You want to see me do it again?
Almighty push.
Heavens to Betsy, flags all over the field. It appears we've got a fracas, a skirmish, a kerfuffle, a brouhaha going on in Buffalo Wild Wings. Dawkins looking like he trying to put Thibodeau into frig of 4 leg lock only to get kicked in his family jewels. It was at this very moment homie began to get apoplectic. He started having a conniption, attempting to send Thibodeau to the shadow realm. Look at man's on the ground, spawning up kicks. Meanwhile, before the chaos ensued, take a look at Dexter Lawrence.
Almighty push.
Man's laid out another Buffalo Bill just for trying to get involved.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Almighty push.
Williams came in with the cleanup at the end, and he had his fist balled up trying to punch this man into oblivion. I said it before, I'll say it again. In this collision sport with peak alpha males, I've constantly said you're gonna have moments in which situations like this happen, but cooler heads will always prevail. It's the tail end of the 3rd quarter. You don't want to jeopardize getting ejected when this is a game that both teams must win. If you want to fight, at least do it at the end of the game. So if you get suspended, at least your team can go an entire week preparing with your absence, rather than get ejected during a game where they absolutely need you in the final period. Given how soft the NFL is nowadays, I'm absolutely shocked nobody got ejected. But best believe Dawkins, Thibodeau, Lawrence, and Williams about to get hefty fines by Wednesday. Could have gave that money to me. You want to get these student loans off my back? Somebody's got to do it. Can somebody check on the hormonal imbalance going on in DK Metcalf? What's wrong with this dude? Why is he constantly doing things away from the play?
Now, don't get me wrong. There wasn't too many brouhahas this particular season like there was in the past. There were a number of different skirmishes, but nothing that really developed into anything that was really crazy. But let's be real about the situation. There should only be brouhahas when you happen to have a quarterback that's hit late, maybe hit out of bounds, a ball carrier that's hit late out of bounds, because that way you can activate bench player putting hands on the person who assaulted the ball carrier and or QB. Not to say that linemen can't mess around and have people come to their defense if they mess around and get hit late, but I think too often we happen to see teams sacrifice some of their best players because they can't control their emotions. Let's call it who it is, man. DK Metcalf need to fucking relax. For how many seasons have we seen this brother absolutely lose his cool? Seattle needs him on the field. There should be somebody on the end of the bench who's probably got a career reception total of about 16 in 7 years, who can come off the sideline and put some Beats by Dre on somebody, so if they get ejected, it don't really hurt the team. I'm not saying have a hired hitman, but we've got to be smart. You don't want to be afraid-o on the field.
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart and I want respect.
You gotta be smart, or you're gonna find yourself and your team with more yellow flags than the Latin Kings, getting absolutely fucked by the referees. You hear Fred stroking? Do you hear Fred stroking? That's the referees fucking your team because of your absolute tomfoolery. And speaking of fucking, we gotta talk about the suspect moments on the mic for the year.
But when you look at that guy, you go, oh. He looks like he weighs about 200 pounds from the waist down. Just big, thick.
Hey, what?
We saw him coming off and had to put it in his mouth.
Hey, what? You said what?
One Johnson beats the other.
Hey, what?
And you take that cheek and I'll take that cheek and we'll pick up a first down.
Hey, what?
That guard's got to get his hand more on the butt. He's got to get it up in there a little more. He's not pushing hard enough.
He didn't get a push.
Yeah. Pre-snap, he's got to have his hand on the butt and then go, right? He waited. You see? He's got no space.
The quarterback.
No chance that's going to work. You got to push the right butt cheek specifically.
Hey, what? Blue eyes, white privilege. Christian McCaffrey still having hamstring problems, but if he had the massage gun, why did he need that representative to
polish your balls?
Little did you know that man snuck onto the field. He's not even employed by the 49ers.
Oh, I don't work for the alley. No, indeed.
But this is far and away the best defense that Patrick Mahomes has had, right? I mean, is it possible that they can ride the D? The defense? Okay.
What the fuck?
Pause. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, but I'll let you go. Pause.
Hey, sir, I'm not even gonna hold you. Chris Collinsworth is absolutely crazy. I don't understand. Every single time you tune in Sunday Night Football, this brother got to say something suspect. It's one thing to listen to Tony Romo on the mic, damn near moan every time Patrick Mahomes has the football. But Chris Collinsworth be going into detail. At least when you hear Romo, you just hear, he's wincing and shit, right? But Chris Collinsworth be talking about, look at the stroke of the pass of Patrick Mahomes. My God, could he really throw a ball? I wonder if he can fondle them too. He just be saying the most out-of-line things, and he's on staff with his son, who's doing sideline reporting. How do you get away with this diabolical behavior? You filthy motherfucker. It's gotten to a point where anytime you tune into Sunday Night Football or any time in which Chris Collinsworth is calling the game, you might as well watch it on mute or tune into the Chiseled Adonis live stream. But one way or another, it's getting ridiculous. Chris Collinsworth just be on the mic like,
my ding-a-ling, I want you to play with my ding-a-ling.
This act is over.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Alright, so boom, the first month of the NFL season has come to a close. It was a resounding success, and it's been even better with Underdog. Ranging back from last November, I'm up $4,000 on Underdog. All September, they gave you a free pick every single day. And the same thing is going to continue for October, so keep an eye on the app as they're dropping new picks every single day. And for brand new customers who sign up using my promo code Adonis, you will receive a free pick. So make sure you waste little time. Click the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen right now. Head over to Underdog, download the app, use promo code Adonis, receive a free pick, and enter to possibly win, whether it be on the pick'ems, whether it be the draft, one way or another. I know it's going to be very fruitful for you, so let them know I sent you.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Now to the moment that kicked off last Chiseled Adonis Awards. Let's talk about some egregious referee calls in 2023, because I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I don't understand how we still don't have a checks and balances in place for officials who are making terrible calls, because call it what it is. The last 3 years, we have seen some of the worst officiating ever in the history of the game. Now, don't get me wrong. You're not always going to get every single call correct, but there comes a problem where week after week there was a goddamn call that decided a game, and it was in the hands of the referees rather than the players on the field, and it had a huge amount of consequences around the league. Whether we talk about how the Lions got hold, whether we talk about in the Super Bowl with the Kyle Hughes check catch, there were countless different calls throughout the years, or I should say throughout the year, that were completely egregious. And furthermore, why is it that we still do not have a checks and balances in place for these officials? Why is it that you can hear officials come out the day after the game in a press release to say, oh, we got the call wrong. Oh, my bad. What you mean, my bad? You're costing teams wins. You're costing individual players incentives if you had a call reversed and now you're taking away those statistics. And furthermore, you're changing outcomes of the games and the trajectory of certain team seasons. Because you have situations where a team can lose a game in week 5, but all said and done by the end of the year, had they not had that call and they messed around and got that win, not to say that it would have changed the game completely, that could have changed the seeding and the trajectory of their playoff lives. But we don't really want to go and talk about that, because the week After the game is done, we on to the next. I think we have to put something in place for these officials because every single year we happen to have a terrible referee call that is the statement for that particular year, to where you think back 2023 season, it was the call between Dallas and Detroit that we'll thoroughly remember. But take a look at all these blown calls throughout the entire year.
They decide to take out their Uno cards to give the Cowboys 2 for their mistakes, get a victory, and have an opportunity at the #1 seed in the NFC. To hell with overtime. Time for a little bit of trickery. Big man in the end zone, and a fat man gives the Lions the lead. Dan Campbell's ginormous balls work in his favor once more. Despite CeeDee Lamb's 200-yard game, the Cowboys showing up in the clutch. It's the Lions spoiling Jimmy Johnson's induction into the Ring of Honor. But foul! A flag is thrown in the midst of the celebration.
Touching by number 68.
Heavens to Betsy, the Lions were flagged for illegal touching, denied their 2-point conversion, and the sideline has erupted on the officials. Dan Campbell, beside himself, animated, saying that he told the ref exactly what it was they were going to do. The call on the field was number 68, never reported. But there's literal camera footage of Jared Goff informing the lineman not only to go report, but he's acknowledged by the official. 68 and 58 both go to the official. 70 just enters the game. And take a look at the official close up. Not only does he say something, there's also a head nod of acknowledgement. In order for him to be ruled eligible, he would have had to go to the official, which he did. Even if Skipper came in last, he never even made it to the official to be ruled eligible. The call on the field was that 70 was the eligible receiver, but he never got to the referee to be acknowledged. Furthermore, why is the referee rushing? This is a 2-point conversion. You've got all the time in the world. Even LeBron James on his birthday can see that Decker reported. And to make matters even worse for Detroit, they had ran this same play 2 years ago with 68 reported, and he was rewarded with a touchdown pass from Tim Boyle. But for whatever reason this time around, the referees couldn't seem to get it right. Decker lined up on the ball. Reynolds was off the ball. There was only 5 people who were eligible receivers. The Detroit Lions did absolutely everything right, but it's the officials that got it wrong because they confused 68 with 70. And just to play devil's advocate, had the officials got the right number called for who was eligible, perhaps the Dallas Cowboys would have covered 68 and not 70. So that terrible call from the officials not only affected the Lions, but the Cowboys defense as well. Furthermore, the officials meet with both head coaches before the game, and Dan Campbell stated that he spoke with the officials about this exact same play.
2 people can't report. I don't want to talk about it. All right? I explain everything pregame to a T. Okay? I did that. 70 reported, 58 didn't, or 68 didn't. We threw it to 68. That was the explanation.
Again, I can't understand how 70 was marked as the eligible receiver because both 68 and 58 are right in front of the official. And like Dan Campbell stated, 2 offensive linemen cannot report. So therefore, did the referee just not acknowledge what was being said? Granted, Detroit was trying to confuse Dallas by sending multiple linemen over there, but the official just made an assumption of who was deemed eligible on the play off his own judgment. And if that's the case, why did he give a head nod to Decker? The Lions have every reason to be absolutely pissed off because the officials absolutely fucked up this game.
The officiating was god-awful. There's no way around it.
Nobody wants to officiate anymore. They want to rely on somebody else to make the calls.
These refs have been bad this year. Have they been worse than ever?
I'm done apologizing. I am done being persecuted for my strength.
Personal foul.
Holding.
Rebel start.
Because you need me. You need me to save you. You do. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
Drinking dope turned me to a superhero. Yeah. Hit that pill, turned me to a superhero. Yeah.
Everybody shut up.
Oh, whoops. Might want to turn that referee's mic off right there, pal.
Sure. So what the officials have, you've got Taylor Decker on the end of the line. That's an eligible position. They throw him a pass. He has to report. Penei Sewell was on the other end of the line. He also has to report. If neither of them report, then you've got an illegal formation. Decker goes downfield. That's ineligible downfield. And then if he catches the pass, that's illegal touching. So they had 70 reporting, not 58 and 68. And that was the issue.
Can we show the reporting? So here it is. This is Jared Goff. He points to 68 Decker and says, go over there.
Yep.
But 70 comes running on, and 70 is the one who is called for the eligible receiver on this play. But you're saying that most likely, maybe it wasn't.
Well, and I think Charles hit the nail on the head too. He's a little rough on the refs, but
tough.
When 70 is coming out as if he's going to report, then Brad Allen is assuming, okay, 70, you're reporting. He's got 58 and 68 in front of him. Look, responsibility. Yeah. The players have to, right? Normally that's a swipe. I'm eligible, so there's some responsibility on the players, but there's also responsibility on the referee. It's a 2-point try for the game. There's no reason to rush. Slow it down. Make sure, hey, who's eligible, who isn't. You go to the defense, you let the defense know, and maybe we could have avoided some of this.
So many different scenarios for the playoffs now have to be shifted if the Lions can't convert on the 2-point conversion. Let's go, baby. Woo! Thank you, referee. Thank you, referee. I don't care if it's a dirty W. It's a W nonetheless. Last time we played Detroit in the playoff, we also got away without a pass interference, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go, Cowboys! Referees can't find their flags on a clear hold. Mahomes gonna take off running. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. First down, Kansas City. What's crazy is they called the flag on the defense, but please tell me you don't see this obvious holding at the bottom of the screen. If that ain't holding, I don't know what is, fam. Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
This is bullshit!
They need to stop Mahomes' pass. It's intercepted for the 3rd time today, and New York's gonna get the football back. But there's laundry on the field. Hold in on the defense. Automatic first down. Just 3 plays earlier, we saw an egregious hold not get called, but the referees threw the flag for that? Impossible. Forget Kansas City bias. Ever since Taylor Swift was thrown into the equation, everything's been going the Chiefs' way. Coincidence? I think not. 65 seconds left to play, trailing by 8. Can the NFL's Frog take his receipt to the sperm bank and get his comeback? Mahomes rolling towards his right.
Come here. Bad fraud! Bad fraud! Foul! Foul!
Jonathan Owens would be flagged for unnecessary roughness, but that's as clean as they come. Again, I'm all for player safety, and you can see Patrick Mahomes was trying to get out of bounds, but he was clearly still in bounds at the point of contact. Moreover, there was contact of shoulder to shoulder, no helmet, no foul play whatsoever, but because he's a quarterback, he gets preferential treatment? That's some bullshit.
Dude, what the fuck?
Following the penalty, Kansas City now at midfield. Mahomes is going to go for it all. Got MVS occasional hands down there. The pass is broken up, but they want a flag. And believe it or not, despite the fact that the Chiefs were bailed out from that bullshit unnecessary roughness call, if this ain't pass interference, I don't know what is. Valentine was damn near inside the shoulder pads of Valdez-Scantling. You can't hump somebody's entire back and not be flagged for DPI. At least in real time, the unnecessary roughness looked like it could have been a bang-bang play. But this was clear defensive pass interference, even if it was sped up. Buddy rode him like a stallion as if he was at the Kentucky Derby. 5 minutes left to play in Minnesota, 4th and 12. Kirk family member going towards the end zone. Pass sails incomplete, but there's laundry on the field. L'Jarius Sneed losing his mind. That's gonna be 1st and goal for the Minnesota Vikings, and he took his helmet off. Double penalty. Mahomes claiming the pass was tipped, therefore there'd be no pass interference, but clearly it wasn't. Ain't nobody touched the football. That's pass interference. Mans is literally giving the purple man a purple nurple. That's gotta be a flag. Hey guys, remember the Swifties have to stay undefeated. I almost forgot. After further review, there is no flag on the play. Turnover on downs on Minnesota.
This is bullshit!
Just like the New York Jets, Minnesota straight up robbed. We've seen DPI calls for less, and let's just say that's not pass interference. How does L'Jarius Sneed get to take off his helmet, approach the officials, and rather than them flag him, they simply tell him to put his helmet back on? Things are starting to look very questionable. No time remaining for any hero ball for Lamar Jackson, 3rd and 5. He's desperately looking for somebody. Pass sales incomplete, but Isaiah Likely was completely molested on the play. The referees don't throw the flag. On the interception play, I can understand. This one completely egregious. That's a clear hold, pass interference, all of that shit. Why was there no laundry on the field? Baltimore would have to settle for a field goal. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Come here. Mahomes is tackled inside the 5. Magnificent first down for the Chiefs, but take a look at this man's helmet. Not only was the paint knocked off, the helmet was actually cracked. I anticipate Kermit will be given a hefty fine for lowering the crown of his helmet while trying to pick up more additional yardage, and the referees completely messed up here because given the damage to the equipment, it took the officials 2 plays to notice that Mahomes had a crack in the helmet. They didn't even let him come out the game. In fact, they allowed him to switch helmets before even heading to the sideline.
You broke the rules. Fuck you, I broke the rules. You breaking the rules. Fuck you broke the rules. You broke the rules. How you found out I broke the rules? Yeah, you broke the rules. I'm commissioner. I can break the rules because you guys broke the rules before.
Helmet barely fit this man's head because it's frozen. Can't even strap up the chin strap. Somehow he doesn't have to leave the field. And for whatever reason, Miami's not even hot about it on their sideline. These dudes just want to go home. NFL, I've gone on the record to say these defensive calls have been absolutely egregious to what the sport of football is supposed to be. Wilkins was flagged for roughing the passer here. Not only did he appropriately make contact with Dak Prescott at the point of release, but he went in with his hands up in an effort to showcase that he wasn't trying to be excessive, but somehow still was flagged. Since when, in a violent sport like football, does one side of the ball have to go out of their way to protect the other? If this is how you're going to officiate games, and moreover, if this is how you expect pass rushers to behave when trying to take a quarterback's head off, might as well take the pads off and play flag football. You can't hit the quarterback late. Evidently, you can't hit the quarterback on time. Can't hit the quarterback low. Can't hit the quarterback high. Can't put your body weight on the motherfucker. Can't seem to even go light on the motherfucker. At this point, might as well let the quarterbacks go untouched. Put them in a red jersey. If the league doesn't go into the rule book and fix this, I can promise you the allure of football will continue to decline in the country. This used to be a tough man's game, and they doing everything they can to make this shit soft. I'm all for player safety, but come on now. Even children are fed up with this bullshit.
That you had your...
It is right. He looks for the juice. Kyle Juszczyk finds him, and he's gonna dive for a first down. But I got a couple of questions. Last I checked, the NFL rulebook says when catching the football and heading towards the ground, you must survive the grass or turf in order for a catch to be ruled complete. And unless we're Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder, that football clearly flew out his hands after hitting the ground. And I know a couple of people were saying, well, he made a football move. Well, that's impossible because possession was never established because he was heading towards the ground. The rule states he must survive the ground in order for a reception to be a reception. Even Gene Steratore said on commentary.
Yeah, Jim, what I'm looking at is he's going to the ground as he possesses. Now what you've got to look at is he takes 2 steps. Is the reaching for the first down considered the football move?
Why, thank you for your input, Gene. I'll take it from here. There's no way possession would be established after the 2 steps, given that he was heading towards the ground. He's supposed to survive the floor. That is literally what the NFL rule is. And for whatever reason, the officials didn't even take this to review. If only there was a guy who did a 3-part series 7 years ago on what a catch in the NFL is. Played, game on the line. Tyrod Taylor's pass to Darren Waller sails incomplete. The referees swallowed their whistle. They didn't want to call pass interference on back-to-back plays. The G-men were robbed in the end zone, and the Bills survive on Sunday Night Football. failed LASIK surgery glass eye patients could clearly see that Darren Waller was held from the very beginning of this route, but somehow the referees didn't throw the flag. Johnson was holding on to Waller so long he low-key can register as a sex offender. How the hell is this not a flag? At some point, referees gotta face disciplinary action, because that's absolutely crazy. The official was standing right there. Nevertheless, the G-men dropped down to 1-5. For the referees to showcase they don't know what the hell they doing, Jordan Love throws a rainbow pass to Dobbs that appears to be complete until you look at the replay, and somehow the officials ruled this a catch. The football is clearly out. I thought in order for something to be a catch when you're going to the ground means you have to survive the turf and or grass. That did not happen, but this is ruled a catch. Meanwhile, in Kansas City, an interception by the Raiders was overturned because the defender did not survive the ground. You can't have one be called a catch and another not be called a catch when both plays were reviewed. And this is the biggest problem that we have with referees in the NFL. They're completely inconsistent week by week, game by game. What applies to one game is completely different than what applies to a next game, despite you watching mere hours or days apart. Somebody make it make sense for these officials to understand the rule book. Perhaps they need to head to YouTube, type in Chiseled Adonis, and search what a catch is. If only there was a guy who made a 3-part series 6 years ago on what a catch in the NFL is.
Now, before we move on, let's just make something incredibly clear. We know that the Dallas and Detroit call was the worst call of the year, and there were a number of other bad calls that I did not include. But let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs for a second, because there was an awful lot of terrible calls that was in their favor last year. That doesn't take away from them winning the Super Bowl. That doesn't take away from them being a dynasty. But we've got to call a spade, right? Because the Patriots' 20-year dynasty of dominance, we had to call a spade a spade. Some people are talking about, well, the officiating that Patrick Mahomes is getting at this stage, nobody's ever seen it before. We saw it with Tom Brady, not to take away from his greatness either, but it's starting to get ridiculous. And Chiefs fans, we got to be honest. Y'all got to be honest, fam. I'm not a Chiefs fan. I say we as a football fan because I believe there is an element of us who can at least be transparent. There's a lot of times in which you get some phantom calls. Or there's moments in which there's a call and a flag that comes in late when it's like seconds after the play's done and the referee is contemplating to himself, should I throw this flag here? Perhaps I got something on my pick'ems. Maybe I'm running a parlay. I got to check my FanDuel, Underdog, DraftKings, all these different sort of accounts. Like, call it what it is, bro. Like, how many times have we seen complete bailout calls late in the game? And the reason why it gets me and countless football fans frustrated is because there's no consistency. It's because while you reach that final 2 minutes of the game and it's going down to the wire, it seems as if for Kansas City, that flag will come out. But for other teams, it won't. And that's not to discount if it actually is a flag. Hence what happened in the 2024 season in the game against Cincinnati. It was warranted for them to throw the flag for illegal contact. However, we can't sit here and make it seem as if that flag's always going to come out for a bunch of different teams, because had that been Carolina, you think that flag coming out? Fuck no. Had that been, a squad like Arizona, is that flag coming out? Fuck no. Is that Jacksonville? That flag ain't coming out. So can we be transparent? And again, this goes back to what I said prior. I think we need to establish a form of checks and balances for these referees. Not to say, okay, there's going to be some sort of technicality, let's go back and replay the game. But there got to be some form of disciplinary action. Maybe an official gets suspended without pay for a couple of games. Maybe they get fined heavily and it's put publicly out there for the populace to be able to, critique and have criticism about. Because you'll see players get fined $4,000, $10,000, $20,000. Like the amount of fines that went out for like a contact with a ball carrier lowering the shoulder, or maybe accidental helmet-to-helmet contact when a defender made a big hit. They were fining everybody. How many fines did the officials get for bad calls? How many suspensions did officials get for bad calls? Only thing that ended up happening was certain officials wasn't chosen for the postseason games. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure that postseason referee check looks great. But you just not getting selected doesn't mean as if they're outing you for bad officiating calls all year. There needs to be something done for these officials who are making bad calls. because there's countless different games and outcomes that is directly attached to a bad call from an official, and they need to be dealt with. So from me to Roger Goodell, implement a system so these referees can be held accountable. Because if you don't do that, the product is going to continue to fall into these depths of absolute tomfoolery from what we've seen the past couple of years. We got games that's supposed to be 3 hours long. It's lasting damn near 4 hours because the referees got to go and review all these different sort of calls throughout the game. But then when they throw the flag late in the damn game, final 2 minutes, all of a sudden you go look at the booth for a couple of seconds, you back out there, you make your call, but you can judge the players all day, but can't nobody mess around and turn around and judge you? It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. All these knockout commentaries had me thinking, why don't I knock someone out myself? So I came up with Knockdown Tea, guaranteed to help you sleep longer, sleep better, relax, and restore. Passion fruit flavored, so you know it's good. Simply take it 30 minutes to an hour before you go to sleep, and our slogan is 1 cup down for the count, 2 cups, throw in the towel. So make sure you click the link in my description. Head over to knockdowntea.com and grab your first pack today. Now on the lighter note, let's take a look at the clitoris alerts of the year, because before we had the referees fucking teams, let's now watch individual players and coaches absolutely fuck themselves. Woo woo, clitoris alert, woo woo woo. On the ensuing kickoff, the Browns to give it back to the Steelers. Look at Gunner. This dumbass motherfucker caught the football at the 10-yard line on a kickoff that was doomed to go out of bounds. They would have took the football at the 40. This nincompoop wants to be Tony Toe Tap and take the football to the 10. How fitting your name is Gunner, because they need to unleash the firing squad on your bum ass. But hey, that's only one dumbass play, right? I guess we're still early in the season. No way you make another stupid play, right?
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert!
Woo woo! Clitoris alert, woo woo! Clitoris alert, woo woo woo! First and goal for the 1 yard. Why the hell would they run the football? Saquon Barkley's gonna get stopped at the line. The Giants are out of timeouts. The Bills strategically stay on top of Saquon Barkley, and the G-men would fail to get a snap off to spike the football, and time would expire. They'd go to the half without any points before halftime.
People this stupid shouldn't be allowed to live.
Brian Dable irate, and I would be too. How the hell does a professional football team absolutely lack the situational awareness, the clock management to recognize you can't run the football with no timeouts left if you don't score at the 1 yard line? To make matters worse, Tyrod Taylor's a 12-year veteran. Under no circumstances do you make this mistake. Clearly, anybody on the field would recognize you're supposed to throw the football here. Got about 3 cracks at the end zone, and then even an opportunity at a field goal with maybe 1 or 2 seconds remaining. But your dumbass runs the football like the entire NFL defenses hasn't extensively stayed on top of the ball carrier in situations like this. How stupid do you got to be? There's a reason why the Giants are 1-5. They ain't no way the Giants defense ain't tear up the offense at halftime. You held the Bills to 0 points at the break, and these nincompoops went out there and absolutely fumbled an opportunity to make it a 2-possession game. Somebody gonna be getting shot like.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
Woo woo, clitoris alert, woo woo, clitoris alert, woo woo woo. For the last 4 years, I can't wrap my mind around why there seems to be one time every weekend, at least one primetime game has terrible clock management. In what world do you not spike the football here? It's first and goal from the 5. You spike the football, you get 11 seconds. That's enough time for 2 plays. That'll leave you at least 2 seconds left to settle for a field goal if worse comes to worse on 4th down. But for whatever reason, you try to run a speed out for a gain of 1 yard. To make matters worse, it wasn't as if you caught the defense off guard. They were completely prepared for this. You willfully fucked yourself this entire half. Doinked field goal, missed field goal, fumble by a poltergeist, and then run out of time before the half. Destiny is saying Jacksonville's gonna lose this game. Woo woo, clitoris alert, woo woo, clitoris alert, woo woo woo. 4th and 5 at your own 30-yard line. Why not run a fake punt to Damar Hamlin? He picks up 1 yard, but he's short of the first down. Who the fuck called that? You would have thought Brandon Staley was on the staff. Coach! Coach, what the fuck are you doing? You thought this shit was Hollywood just because it's Damar Hamlin? The Chiefs was going to move the fuck out the way? This ain't the Boys and Girls Club. This the AFC Divisional Playoff, stupid. The Chiefs knew it was a fake from the beginning. Look at 26. He read this sumbitch like a textbook.
Oh, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Mans ain't carried the football his entire career, but you thought this would be the time for him to have his first on your own 30-yard line in the divisional round of the playoff against a team that you can't seem to beat when it matters?
Is the man retarded, developmentally disabled?
There are a number of clitoris alerts throughout the entire year, but how can I forget? Probably the biggest clitoris alert of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, Cardarius Toney.
Clitoris alert, woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, woo. The move, short field, Mahomes looking towards his right. Yoink. Intercepted by Brian Branch, and he's headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Not your same Lions in this bitch. 50-yard interception return for a touchdown. The first pick Mahomes has thrown on opening night of his entire career, and it's not even his fault because bum-ass Cardarius Toney got no hands whatsoever. Ball slipped betwixt this man's hands like police investigations of EDP 445. Imagine making plays that secured a Super Bowl ring mere months ago, only to come out on opening night looking like you transmogrified into Dante Moncrief. What happened to his hands? But hey, Chiefs fans, nothing to worry about. Cardarius Toney's made mistakes before. No way he drops another pass, right?
My son looked like he graduated from the Xavier Academy, son. He has to be a mutant, bro.
Holy God, what are you showing me? His head. Come on.
Giants got cooked so bad, Cardarius Toney was talking trash on Instagram, but I know that ain't who I think it is. Following the pick six, here comes Kansas City, drives all the way down to...
I dropped it.
Ain't no way. This man dropped the football 2 times in 1 quarter. McCole Hardman gone. Eric Bieniemy gone. Travis Kelce injured. Somebody needs to step up. But Cardarius Toney's hands are just for decoration. What happened to his hands? From all 3 timeouts down the field.
I dropped it.
He did it again.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
This the 3rd time in the second half alone when the Chiefs absolutely need a big play. Cardarius Toney's hands continue to be just for decoration. He couldn't catch a predator if he shapeshifted into Chris Hansen. He couldn't squeeze a ball even if he was a urologist. No wonder Homie Gloves was yellow, because it's sponsored by Butterfingers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Detroit Lions player of the game. Man's got cooked so bad on the app formerly known as Twitter, he deleted his account.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
It's Cardarius Toney hiding his hands after the game, despite the fact that they're broken from his inability of catching the football. Buddy's fingers worked to talk trash to Giants fans after they excoriated him for his terrible performance. But don't got hands to catch football? Get your dumbass into the trash can where you belong. Your postseason performance was nothing but a fluke. You are exactly what we all knew you to be. Roll your dumbass back to the locker room, because you're absolutely trash, and forever you'll be asking yourself, what happened to my hands? I can't believe it, man. He sucks. Clitoris alert, woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, woo. It's 4th and 25, and for whatever reason, the Kansas City Chiefs are going for it. Mahomes rolling towards his left, flings it towards his right, and the pass sails incomplete. The Lions are gonna win.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class!
Was that real or a hot dog dream?
That's got to be the dumbest decision we'll see Kansas City do all season. Why would you not punt the football? You could have pinned the Lions inside the 20-yard line and have at least 1 second remaining before the 2-minute warnings. With 3 timeouts to boot, you would force the Lions to have to get multiple first downs in order to win this game. But instead, you go for it from your own 30-yard line? The Lions' offense offense put together one drive since the first quarter, but for whatever reason, you thought the smart decision was to go for it here. Mahomes is literally on the field with skilled players that are created characters. Their jerseys aren't even for sale, but you believed he would have picked up a first down? Coach! What the fuck you doing, stupid? Put your motherfucking head back down.
It wasn't my fault.
Shut your bitch ass the fuck up.
They wouldn't be in this predicament if it wasn't for your bum ass not being able to catch football. Still trailing by 3, 1:25 left to play. Mahomes looking for yet another miracle comeback. Pass over to Travis Kelce. Rest in peace, Frank Wycheck. Lateral backwards to Kadarius Toney, who goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Kansas City takes the lead on a miraculous Woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, woo.
Uh-oh, retard alert, class.
This Class A Hall of Fame idiot, Kadarius Toney, lined up offsides on offense. Mans was a half yard ahead of the football on what would have been one of the greatest plays in NFL history. This nincompoop nullifies a come-from-behind touchdown and pushes the Chiefs back 5 yards because he doesn't understand how the game is supposed to be played. To make matters worse, you're a wide receiver. How could you possibly line that far offsides? You have to check with the referee before the play. It's not like you got cheated with a terrible spot. Your dumbass willfully did this shit. Homie might be the dumbest player in football. Between him and the other wide receivers, they've cost Kansas City 3 games this season. Tony, put your motherfucking head back down, you goddamn bum.
I think we can all agree Kadarius Toney is the biggest dummy of the 2023 NFL season. And as far as I'm concerned, for occasional hands, no longer should we signify it as Nelson Aguilar. No longer should we talk about Dante Moncrief. We're talking about Kadarius Toney. It is now your moniker, sir. So for this year's drops of the year, the occasional hands of the year, it's all in your honor, sir. Because we saw some terrible drop passes throughout this season, all the way through the 2023 playoffs. But I don't think anybody is as terrible as Kadarius Toney. But let's see if they can live up to the path and legacy that Kadarius Toney's lack of hands has created with some of the worst drops of the 2023 season.
Under 2 minutes left to play. Mahomes going for it all, launching it down the field for MVS, game-winning touch.
I dropped it.
Failure.
I cannot believe it.
Oh my Lord in heaven, Kansas City leads the league in drops. This is their 25th of the season, and when you absolutely needed a play, Mans blew by the secondary just to choke in the clutch. He probably can't catch water in a shower, couldn't catch his own spit if he spat it into his own hands. MVS! Get your bum ass off the field, confiscate his pads, and put your motherfucking head back down, you goddamn bum!
You fucking suck so hard!
What happened to his hands? Last chance for Kansas City, 4th and 25. Patrick Mahomes takes the snap. He needs a prayer, launches it down the field. He's got Watson, goes right through his hands. Another drop. Kansas City loses.
I miss you. I miss your smile.
It doesn't matter who Mahomes throws to. Can't nobody catch anything. You thought Kansas City was going to have a cakewalk to repeat as Super Bowl champions?
Yes, I did!
Eagles win the rematch. Kansas City loses. What happened to his head? Calvin Ridley was suspended for a season for sports betting. Evidently, this man never bet on himself. Because what happened to his hands? Another opportunity for Los Angeles as Jay Herbo looking to go towards his right. He's got Quentin Johnson wide open.
I dropped it.
Ain't no way. Get this man's shoulder pads off his body. Take his helmet away from his head. Cut off his dreadlocks. You're not worthy to call yourself an NFL football player, because with the game on the line, an opportunity to show the world why you're one of the best athletes in the world, you came up short. Mans couldn't catch a roach in Section 8 housing. Get his bum ass off the field. Quentin Johnston, put your motherfucking head back down and tell me what happened to your hands. Jay Herbo looking to go down the field. He's got Johnston.
I dropped it.
His hands still for decoration. Cut off his dreadlocks. What happened to his hands? Finally decides to be a quarterback. He's got Rob Tunyon wide open.
I dropped it.
Heavens to Betsy. Man's hands must be prosthetics. Couldn't ask for a better pass. Man's in the New Year spirit. Out here dropping balls on national television. Get him off the field and answer me. What happened to your hands? 30 seconds left to play. 3rd and goal. Derek Vehicle got Morrow.
I dropped it.
Heavens to Betsy. He was wide open. How do you drop this pass? He clearly drives automatic. Doesn't have the clutch in the car. When you need to depend on him to win a football game, he folds like an OnlyFans model over a table. Homie was wide open in his own area code by himself, but for whatever reason, his hands simply did not work. Hands as useful as asking a crocodile to scratch its own nose. Man's on the field looking like a fatherless child trying to play catch with his invisible dad. You threw the football to absolutely nothing. Morrow! Put your motherfucking head back down and tell me what happened to your hands.
Alright, so boom, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. But of course, you already knew that. And I wanted to inform you guys that there's limited stock available over on ChiseledAdonisShop.com. In fact, keep in mind, there's only sizes available ranging between extra small, small, and medium. Large to 5X is all sold out. And prior to even thinking about doing a restock, everything must go. So it's running at a 65% discount right now. So if you just so happen to be extra small, small, or medium, now's the time to go and grab your merch. And if you happen to know somebody who happens to be that size and you'd love to grab them some Chiseled Adonis merch, now is the time prior to holiday season. Everything must go, 65% off. Make sure to go and grab your remaining merch today. Some egregious drops, but let's go on the flip side and take a look at some of the best catches. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. Cortland Sutton had the best catch of the year. T. Higgins also had a very, very, very close second. So these two gentlemen definitely had the best catch of 2023. It was spectacular to see. There was a lot of different one-hand catches throughout the year, but I truly believe that Cortland Sutton should have gotten an award. If he didn't, he deserves one for his catches throughout the year. But I think these two were his best. And of course, that catch from T. Higgins against Minnesota, oh my Lord.
To the 4th quarter we would go, and look at this catch from Cortland Sutton. Took this man's soul, caught the football right over your helmet, whispered in his ears, hold my nuggets, suck my dick. Desperately needs a stop. Browning launches it upwards. T. Higgins comes back to the football, reaches over the pylon. Touchdown Bengals. Tie game with 39 seconds left to play. They're losing their minds in Cincinnati as the Bengals force overtime. And T. Higgins tells the entire Minnesota Viking nation and players to hold his nuggets and suck his dick. Mans came out of the end zone into the 2-yard line, not only caught the football, but reached behind him to break the plane. You can't even do this in Madden. Who's choking the football game away?
Minnesota!
Broncos country, let's ride.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Spin move.
Come here.
Wilson lets it fly. Got Cortland Sutton side of the end zone, participating in the 10 toes down challenge on one of the best catches of the entire season. Look at the body control. Look at the catch. Look at the follow through. Give him the points. Broncos in front. Who would have thought a team that got punched by 50 would be playing like this?
Some spectacular catches, and since we talking about hands, let's put one down and stick one out and talk about the best stiff arm little boys of the year, because let's call it what it is. The past couple of years, it's been Najee Harris, it's been Derrick Henry. We've seen a number of different stiff arms, but I think the stiff arm of the year still goes to Derrick Henry. But my Lord, we saw a few this year that looked absolutely bad, almost sent people out their shoulder pads. They unclipped the strap that you put on top of your nipples without even having to go underneath the jersey. Mothers had to turn away because they could not look in the front row to their baby boy get abused like that from these ball carriers.
Look at his stiff arm from Gerald Everett. Although I would argue this could be offensive face mask, the refs never call it. I baptize you in the name of the Father. I baptize you in the name of the Son. I baptize you in the name of the Holy Spirit. Be at peace, my child.
Finish him.
Let's check on that Steelers defense. Get your bitch ass out of here, pussy. Zay Flowers throwing people out of the club.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
What's Derrick Henry doing?
Get your bitch ass out the way, nigga.
Season just started. Man's already catching bodies. Look how he sent Marcus Mays to the Shadow Realm. Look at homie hug his soul before he headed into the afterlife. Embarrassed that man's entire lineage. He got stiff-armed from the east to the west. Back to the east, back to the west. Baptize that man in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Funny enough, I thought Derrick Henry would have also had the Truck of the Year as well, but that award got to go out to Seattle.
Back to Seattle we go, and the Seahawks are looking for the knockout punch. Hand off to Charbonnet, and it's time to baptize a motherfucker. Look at the truck on that man. He sent that man out the club. Nearly knocked the skin off that boy. He almost came out his shoulder pads. Look at the cameraman. Followed every angle of that man getting his soul taken. He got trucked from the east to the west, back to the east, back to the west.
That was by far the best truck stick of the year. I don't care what nobody say. Did you see the defender? That man was airborne, arm in the air. He looked like he was in the middle of trying to do an Air Jordan commercial while dunking. Little did you know, in real time, he was going backwards. He got hit so hard, not only did his shoulder pads unstrap, chin strap come off, his family was watching the game on television. He landed on the front porch. He was rolling all the way through the goddamn locker rooms. He went through the tunnel, somehow got on a Greyhound bus, was still pushing. It was the momentum of the truck stick that had the wheel moving. Nobody was manning the wheel. It was neutral, but somehow the goddamn strength of him going backwards was pushing the bus all the way back to his hometown. And grandpapa and grandmama is looking, how the fuck did baby boy make it to the goddamn lazy boy right here, bro? That man got trucked out of his damn cleats. And we're gonna keep talking about abusing defenders because it's only right that we go straight into the give me your ankles ankle breakers of the year. Let me tell you something right now. Bijan Robinson took motherfuckers' ankles all season long. He got 3 highlights in there where this man absolutely brutalized people's cleats.
He called the authorities. Rogue podiatrists out here. Give me your ankles, pussy! God damn, look what he did to that boy. Had homie getting in position to do some bear crawls.
Brutality.
The second quarter we go. Welcome to the NFL. Give me your ankles, pussy! Excuse me, scoundrels. Goes to the end zone. Bijan Robinson for his first touchdown of his career. Look at him sex these hooligans. Look at him take this boy's soul. Eat the turf, 49. Then he told those 2 bitch-ass virgins to hit the weight room. Touchdown was so nice, you gotta see it twice. Hit that boy with the take them boys out the oven. They just got cooked.
Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Every single week, same story. Bijan Robinson catches a body on the football field. Robinson's back at it again. Give me your ankles. Give me your ankles too, pussy. This man continues to be a rogue podiatrist through 2 weeks of his NFL career. Had 55 out here doing soccer tackles. Look what he did to 26. Eat the turf. Had them boys looking like they was pressing a wrong button on their controller. Why they doing dynamic stretching on the field? This man is going to be a problem.
This man joints don't operate like the rest of us, fam. This dude be hitting people with the dead leg, all kinds of jukes while mid-air. He was mid-air, body shifted the goddamn defender before his legs touched the ground. He's not a human being, and he's still doing it this season. He's gonna be a problem for years to come. And since we taking people's ankles, we saw individuals get trucked, we saw people got mossed, why don't we watch some of the best KOs of the year? Because there was a whole lot of people who done transmogrified into Solid Snake, and whether it be Campbell, whether it be Zero, somebody calling on the codec, and unfortunately, ain't nobody answering. Snake!
Here we go. Not
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You broke
my back is broken. Spinal.
Jalen Hurts looking over the middle for Swift.
Please, don't do this. Get up there, don't do it.
Finish him.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
You got knocked the fuck out! And welcome to your first day in the afterlife. This motherfucker's dead.
Fast 70s porn star Gardner Minshew going down the field for pick.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake! Dun, 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 dun. That's it, he's dead. Somebody stop the damn match! Enough's enough!
Heavens to Betsy, DeMonte Casey absolutely deleted Michael Arm Pittman. Mans put that dude into a walls of Jericho by circumstance. Due to this strike, not only would he be penalized, but also ejected from the game. Michael Pittman would leave with a concussion, but he'd walk off the field under his own power. However, there's a little bit of controversy after this hit because Casey would be suspended for the remainder of the season. Now, don't get me wrong. I've said time and time again, I'm all for player safety, and I completely understand why you throw the flag. But an ejection should be determined based on intention. And a suspension, especially for the remainder of the year, clearly would have to involve nefarious intent. Because let's look at it not from the human aspect, but from the football aspect. As a defender, what are you supposed to do in this situation? The offensive player is diving for the football, and your job as a defender is to prevent the completion. Football's not a contact sport. It's a collision sport. And if you see Michael Pittman right here, he was on the verge of making a magnificent catch. Now let's flip the coin. From Casey's perspective, where is the tackle strike radius in this scenario? Look at it in real time. At what point can he make a play that would dislodge the receiver from the ball and prevent a completion? Last I checked, there was a price to pay for a ball catcher leaving their feet, but evidently that's not the case in today's NFL. To make matters even worse, he led with his shoulder and specifically not his helmet. Even Tom Brady, who's been outspoken of how soft the NFL has since become, had something to say about it after seeing Casey was suspended for the remainder of the season. Nobody likes to see players get hurt, but hard hits happen. QB should not be throwing the ball in areas where they're exposing their own teammates to these types of hits. Coaches need to coach better. QBs need to read coverages and throw the ball to the right places, and defenders should aim for the right hitting areas. To put the blame on the defensive player all the time is just flat out wrong. Need better QB play. It's not okay, QBs, to get your wide receivers hit because of your bad decisions. And again, this is just from a football perspective. All bias aside, look at it from a defensive player's mindset. You can't hit a quarterback high or low, can't drop your body weight, or all of that is roughing the passer. Then when it's a ball carrier, you can't make contact with the face mask despite the fact that they can put their hand inside your face mask. You can't hit them high or that's a flag. If you hit them low, you're considered a dirty player. Now they're outruling dropping your body weight. At this point, what can you hit? In football, there's supposed to be violence. There's supposed to be a price to pay if your quarterback throws the football too high, too low, or in an area where you're completely exposed. And lastly, I'll leave you with this. Don't you find it interesting that every time you see a big hit in the NFL, you immediately start looking around the field for flags? If that doesn't ring an alarm in your head that something is wrong here, I don't know what else will. Nevertheless, speedy recovery to Michael Pittman. Hope to see him on the field next week.
Make sure to turn on the post notifications on YouTube. Also, consider following and subscribing on Twitch. I'm trying to build out the community over there. So once we get to 20,000 followers, I'm going to do a giveaway. Who likes $500? It could be yours. Coincidentally enough, could you believe the Dallas Cowboys this year don't have the choke job of the year? Despite the fact that they were the only 2 seed to ever lose to a 7 seed in NFL playoff history. Cue the Crimea River.
5 seconds remain. They need a touchdown here. Dak Prescott's gonna launch the football all the way out of bounds, and that's it. 5 home teams advance and the fucking Packers, because the Dallas Cowboys absolutely choke at home. And for the 3rd time since the start of the new millennium, the Packers defeat the Cowboys, and Mike McCarthy loses to his former squad as Green Bay becomes the first ever 7th seed to win a playoff game. Dak, your Cowboys suck.
I hate you.
Come here.
I'm a warrior.
What can go wrong will go wrong. It's just who the Cowboys are. They cannot help Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go, y'all. I'm here to tell you, those Cowboys gonna fall. You just wait and see. You just wait and see.
I told y'all, just be patient. Just wait. Just wait. They'll let you. I only got one thing to say to y'all. How about them Cowboys? And remember one more thing while y'all sitting there with your arrogant selves. What can go wrong will go wrong. Whoa!
Now everybody is seeing what I have seen for the last couple years.
Mediocre team and Big D. That's what makes this funny. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? Some way, somehow, when it counts, just wait. They will let you down. The accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident, waiting to happen. It will happen. I'm predicting they're gonna be irrelevant. I'm predicting an absolute embarrassment for the last decade and a half. They make me laugh. All the talent that they have is unbelievable, man. Big D, teasing you. This is what they do. Walking through, we show up on cue. Accident, something will go wrong. The accident of the big Jumbotron. Accident, gotta recognize it's a black cat running around as a franchise. Say it with accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident, waiting to happen. It will happen. How about them Cowboys?
Can't say what I would say now on television, but I'll just say this. Every single one of you, you know how hard we've worked. I don't need to have people pointing the fingers one thing or another. You get your rear end in there and you play the way you know how to play. We can win the game. We're going to open it up. We're going to go fast tempo. Defense, get after Jordan Love. You can't give him that much time. You do what you're supposed to do, we'll win this game.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
I got here, I understood the men before me. They built the Dallas Cowboys. They made this America's team. They put a championship on the table before I got here. My job while I was here is to match what they have done because they built it. They handed it to me. Put my damn championship on the table. That's all we ask. Put your damn championship on the table and you couldn't do it. All their asses gotta go.
How ass were the Cowboys?
Shit, Olive Garden. Oh! God damn, man.
It's your turn to cry. So tell me a rhythm. Go on and just tell me a rhythm. Go on and just tell me a rhythm. Baby, go on and just tell me a rhythm.
The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving.
Don't have to say what you did. I already know. There's just no chance. You and me. Don't it make you sad? Go on and just tell me you're ready. Baby, go on and just tell me you're ready. You can go on and just tell me you're ready. Baby, go on and just tell me you're ready.
Get the fuck out of here!
The third Super Bowl that I had a chance to be involved in, I made a deal with the man upstairs and said, if you'll just do it for me, I'll never ask again.
After winning
This
the
will
third.
be it. If you'll let me win this third Super Bowl, I won't ask again.
Dallas Cowboys win their 5th Super Bowl.
I've been trying to retrade that deal for the last 20 years.
No, 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 no. You mean to tell me Jerry Jones is the reason why we're cursed? We were supposed to go all the way. Why we keep losing? Why does the Texans, who started their franchise in 2002, have more playoff wins in 21 years than we have since 95? We were supposed to be them boy, but we not them boy no more. I'm tired of this. Jerry Jones.
You need to leave.
You see, 6 teams lost this weekend, but of the 6, only 1 played at home. Only 1 had the highest probability of the 6 losers projected to make it all the way to the Super Bowl. And once again, the same old story. Cowboys coming up short. How is it that you feel no shame that the Green Bay Packers have as many playoff wins as you do in your own stadium since it was built in 2009? Your fans rushed into the stadium with high hopes just to watch you get cooked. And Jerry Jones himself admitted he made a deal with the Lord, only to find out it was the devil.
I made a deal with the guy above. If he'd give me that third one, I'd never ask again.
And now look at you. It's because of his deal that you can't seem to win until you force this man out of management. You're never gonna see a Super Bowl championship because when it comes to choke artists and blowjobs, nobody does it better than the Cowboys. Dallas! Every single year, it's the exact same story. No advancement in the team whatsoever. High expectations, constant under-delivery. Whether it's the Clapper, Jason Garrett, or Mike McCarthy, you guys absolutely stink. Jerry Jones cursed your franchise, and as long as he sits at the helm, you'll forever find yourself on the losing end in the postseason, and the Packers absolutely own you.
The biggest choke job of the year goes to the Detroit Lions. Why? Because you were up 24-7 in the NFC Championship game. And for whatever reason, Mr. Dan Campbell, you just decided you wanted to showcase the balls you had on display all season long and absolutely fuck your team, going forward on 4th downs and then completely forgetting how to play football, giving up 27 unanswered points.
And look at the stadium in Detroit. Condoms are being opened, bottles are being popped, the entire city is celebrating. And look at CJ on the sideline waving goodbye to the San Fran fans. Ain't nothing like securing a victory in the championship game in the 2nd quarter. What do you mean football is 60 minutes and there's 36 minutes left on the clock? That doesn't matter. You don't see the Lions fans celebrating? This means the game is over.
Ah, foreshadowing.
The Lions ran for 148 yards in the first half, and you're up by 3 scores. No way you're gonna get away from running the football and blow this lead, right? And it appears that Detroit's gonna go for it on 4th and 2 inside the 30-yard line, and the pass sail's incomplete because Josh Reynolds don't got no fucking hands. What happened to his hands? Woo woo, clitoris alert, woo woo, clitoris alert, woo woo woo. Like my college coach always told me, turn your motherfucking hands over, stupid. This gotta make you wonder if Dan Campbell wished they kicked the field goal. You at the 28-yard line. That would have been a 45-yard field goal. Moneybags hasn't missed a field goal since he joined your team in December. But for whatever reason, you throw the football to Josh Reynolds and the man does not deliver. And the 49ers catch a break. What the fuck this man smiling for? But hey, coach, I can forgive you for that. You wanted to be aggressive. You actually had the right call. It just did not get executed. But no way you guys fuck up again, right? Woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, woo. Very next play, George Kittle doesn't even have a single target in this game. Does not matter, because Purdy's going deep. Off the heezy, ricocheted and caught by Brandon Ayuk. The 49ers are going to have the football inside the 5. Vildor got teabagged by the heavens, and the 49ers catch a break. This the type of stuff that makes you question if the Lord is on your side. Cause how the fuck Brock Purdy throws you gifts, but you can't seem to catch it. The football damn near lodged itself in your helmet, and somehow it ends up in the possession of the opposing team. Vildor, please tell me, what happened to your hands? And then homie got the audacity to merit the unmitigated goal to look around confused, trying to figure out what happened. Only thing the world just saw is that you're absolutely trash. Brock Purdy takes the snap, looking back to the man who got them down the field. Brandon Hayek orgasms all over the Lions defense, and it's a 7-point game in Levi's Stadium. Literally on the very next play from scrimmage, Jahmyr Gibbs got butterfingers, fumble on the play, scooped up by San Fran. All the momentum is going the 49ers way. Coach! This all happened because your dumbass decided to go for it on 4th down and trust Josh Reynolds when this motherfucker's smiling after he dropped the football.
Is the man retarded?
White privilege as Christian McCaffrey goes into the end zone for his second time today. Tie game.
That's how a white man runs a football, you bitch.
Coach! Y'all was up by 3 scores, and now it's a tie game, stupid. This ain't the battle of the NFC North. This the NFC Championship, you nincompoop. That's 17 unanswered points. But hey, coach, no way it's gonna get worse, right? Ensuing drive for Detroit after losing all the momentum. Nothing's going right because Josh Reynolds still can't seem to find his hands. Drops the football again. What happened to his hands? Mans was open for the second time, and evidently the lights is too bright for Josh Reynolds, because when they need a play from him, man's got erotic asphyxiation. And then to make matters worse, on the following punt, the Detroit Lions, rather than bat the football back into play, motherfuckers want to be heroes, and homie takes the ball into the end zone for a touchback when his mans was right there. They could have had it at the 4-yard line, but homie wanted to be a savior and do it at the 1. Dan Campbell's team is absolutely falling apart, which is so incredibly ironic, because in 1957, when these two teams faced off before the championship game, the 49ers led 24-7, and then the Lions came back for the W. Jake Moody from 33 yards out, the length of the extra point, through the uprights and good. The 49ers have their very first lead of this game. Coach, you blew the lead and allowed 20 unanswered points. No way you let him score again, right? Toss over to David Montgomery. All he's done is pick up positive yards all day as he takes it inside 49er territory. Keep in mind, this is only the 6th run of the half for Detroit, when they ran for damn near 150 in the first half. Let's talk football for a second. Kyle Shanahan, who's across the field from Dan Campbell, while the offensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons in Super Bowl 51, leading 28-3, only ran the football 4 times after being up by 4 scores. And miss me with the bullshit about, well, the Jahmyr Gibbs fumble and then Amon-Ra St. Brown run. Dan Campbell, up by 17, ran the football only 6 times in the second half. You ran for 148 in the first half. Why would you go away from what was working?
People this stupid shouldn't be allowed to live.
But hey, after Montgomery picks up this first down and has 95 yards on the ground for the game, no way you don't run him again, right? Clitoris alert, woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, woo. After back-to-back pass attempts from Jared Goff, he throws it again on 3rd and 10, finds Amon-Ra St. Brown, but he's only going to pick up 7. 4th down in field goal range again. Why kick a 47-yard field goal with your kicker who's been perfect all season since coming to Detroit? Have Jared Goff throw the football into the turf while trying to find Amon-Ra St. Brown. Turnover on downs again.
Is the man retarded?
Coach! What the hell are you doing? Last time, I understand you want to be aggressive, but you were only up by 14. This time around, why would you go for it when you got to tie up the game? You gave up 20 unanswered points. Your team has no momentum. Just kick the field goal. And what doesn't make any sense is you were conservative at the end of the first half. You took the safe route and kicked the field goal to go up by 17. Then went up by 14 when you could have kicked the field goal to go back up by 17. You went for it, and had it been for Josh Reynolds' terrible hands, you would have had a conversion. So why, oh why, when you've allowed 20 unanswered, would you rather go for it than kick the field goal? This makes no sense. Everybody says you have big balls, but today it's because of testicular cancer, because you are destroying your own team from the inside. Dan Campbell, put your motherfucking head back down. McCaffrey was on the verge of the hat trick, but he had a little pain in his neck. Does not matter because Elijah Mitchell goes into the end zone for the score anyway. Touchdown 49ers, and the Detroit Lions gave up how many points unanswered?
27.
Coach, what are y'all doing? They cooking y'all boys. Plug in your controller, damn it.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Feeling bruised about it, feeling the blues about it. I just can't do without you. Tell me, is this fair? Is this the way it's really going down? Is this how we say goodbye? Oh, should've known better when you came around. Should've known better that you were gonna make me cry. It's breaking my heart to watch you run around. 'Cause I know that you're living a lie. But that's okay, baby, 'cause in time you will find. What goes around, goes around, goes around, goes around, baby, back around. What goes around, goes around, baby, goes around. What goes around, goes around, baby, back around. What goes around, goes around, baby, goes around, goes around, baby, back around. What goes around, goes around, goes around, baby, back around. Yeah.
You're gonna cry in the car.
Let's call it what it is. This was an absolute egregious coaching performance in the second half from Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions. Don't get me wrong. You didn't mess around and have that 21-point lead. You was up by 17 at the break. You're running the football down their throat, almost 150 yards at the half. You only run the ball a handful of times up until the fourth quarter. You give up 27 unanswered points. Are y'all out of your minds? For what reason? You were trying to run up the score and score 50. You wanted to leave no doubt. Understand, a victory is a victory. It made absolutely no sense as to why the Lions completely shifted from what worked. Then to make matters even worse, you go for it on fourth down twice. Inside field goal range. Take the points. I recognize it was this moxie that had gotten you to this point. We saw countless times throughout the season Detroit go for it on fourth down and it work out in their favor. But we also saw moments in which you're going for two, whether it be against Dallas. Granted, you actually had the conversion. The referees got the wrong call, but you went for it again, got another flag. Instead of kicking the field goal, you went for it again. There comes a point in which you've got to put your balls away and just take the points. Because there's no reason why the San Francisco 49ers should have represented the NFC in the Super Bowl and not the Detroit Lions. Everything was lined up for you guys to make it to your very first Super Bowl. And let me say this again. I've said it in the commentary. I'm going to say it again. How many times have we heard teams absolutely fail in championship games and everybody saying, oh, ain't no problem, we gonna be back, and they never go back? It's incredibly difficult to contend in the league, let alone win a championship game and truly even attend a Super Bowl. There's still a number of teams that have never made it to a Super Bowl. There's a ton of teams that's made it to a Super Bowl and never been back. How many legends have made it to Super Bowls and never made it back? Despite how good they may have been individually, maybe their teams may have been. For Detroit, this was an absolute choke job because you had the 49ers exactly where you wanted them. And it's your fault as to why you lost. It's not as if there was extraterrestrial beings who took the field and weird things just started to happen. Oh no. That doink off the helmet that ended up landing in the hands of Brandon Ayuk. You want to know why that ended up happening? Because the Lions refused to go and run the football. It's your fault you find yourself in this situation. Same shit that happened to the man who you lost to on the sideline 8 years ago in Super Bowl 51 is the same shit that happened to you. You willfully fucked yourself, and that's why your 2023 Detroit Lions, despite it being a Cinderella season, despite it being an incredibly emotional-driven season, you have the blowjob of the year.
But that's not how the game is played. You can't do that.
You need a shout out? Of course you do. Book me on cameo.com/Chiseled Adonis. Whether it be a roast, shout out, acknowledgement on a birthday, one way or another, I got you. And lastly, no Chiseled Adonis Awards would ever be complete without acknowledging some of the most random moments in the commentary throughout the entire season. So let's just run the montage of some of the weirdest things that I was able to put forth in each of the videos week by week. Truly my favorite part of the awards every single year.
My butthole can't take that abuse.
Enough! Enough! Enough from the clown!
Huh? Suck my dick. Bye-bye.
This gotta be the funniest use of the challenge flag I've ever seen in my life. Look at the disgust on Belichick's face.
Fuck you, bitch.
He let the ref walk all the way over, pop a squat, get to work on the chains, only to have to pick up a damn flag. I bet he knew he was gonna challenge before the ref even made it to the sideline. He looked at him like, while you down there, pick up my laundry, pussy. What the hell is Joe Flacco doing?
Helicopter, helicopter! Para cofer! Helicopter, helicopter! Para cofer!
Did Desmond King just do a spin-a-Rudy on top of Joe Flacco?
Can you dig it, sucker? Can you dig it, sucker?
Buddy got his butt cheeks on every piece of this man's helmet. I think he left a skid mark on that old man.
I couldn't hear over the sound of me shitting myself.
Hit that man with the glute hurricane, butt cheek tornado, the dookie twister, doo-doo spinneroonie, and he put his balls on him. This might be a bad omen for the Browns. Ain't no way they doing tricks on top of your head top and you gonna win this game.
Ah, foreshadowing.
I know it's the opening night of the year, but what the fuck the refs doing? Jawan Taylor out here looking like he got Parkinson's on the line. Buddy jiggling at the line of scrimmage. Is this not a false start? Why the officials swallowing they whistle? Might I add, look at Buddy's split, the length of Shaq's toenail between him and the guard. How you breaking two rules before the snap even happens and somehow you keep getting away with it? Who you know plays offensive tackle in a sprinter stance? This is the NFL, not track and field, stupid.
This fat son of a bitch, he's fat!
They having a blast in Baltimore. Is that Martin Luther King?
I know that ain't who I think it is.
I had a dream once.
We were just chopping some burgers at halftime saying this game feels like it should be 28-3 in favor of Minnesota. Why is it still 10-10?
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yay! Hooray! Yay! Woo! Yay! That's where we live! Yay! Shut up!
It's free real estate.
I'm gonna come.
I've told you so many times to stop nutting on all the towels.
I did not nut on any towels. Okay, he walked into it.
This got nothing to do with the NFL outside the fact that the security guards need to be working on Sundays. Did you see that spear? My God. What the hell's going on at the Rams game? Blueface has a suite near the end zone, and this motherfucker done turned it into a strip club, throwing all kinds of ones, fives, 10, 20s, 50s, and 100s at these BBL bandits. Got the sidelines looking like HPV, fatherlessness, and single motherhood. Get those harlots and that hooligan out of the stadium at once.
Duval! Man, don't do it!
Splash! Have heavens to Betsy, RG3 just dove into the yeast-infected waters of Jacksonville. Rumor has it he's now diagnosed with sporadic CJD, hemorrhoids, and hepatitis F. When ESPN interviewed him, he said his pee was hot.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Not on my watch.
Come here. Now go kill him.
I'm going to my car, get my other gun, shoot everybody's ass.
Oh, nice. For those of you guys don't know that I'm going to spend the off-season at the ranch. I love it. Thank you so much.
That's a milk
You're the best.
There's a dairy pail for when you milk the cows.
I've got nipples. Can you milk me, Greg?
I'm sure.
You know the movie.
There we go.
I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute.
God have mercy, Tom. If you wearing a skirt.
False start is when an offensive player illegally moves after lining up for, but prior to the snap. Now they have to go back 5 yards. Maybe they need a map to find the end zone.
Get the fuck out of here, Dora! I've got a map for you.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake?
Fuck them kids.
Kinshasa!
Shinsuke Nakamura somehow infiltrated the Chiefs and hit Isaiah Pacheco with a Kinshasa. Then the Dudley boys would strike on the sideline. Pacheco's getting fucked up out there.
I'm gonna slap you! I slap you! I slap you! I slap you! I'm slapping you silly cause you disrespected me! Foul! Foul!
And ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 2023 Chiseled Adonis Awards. And I know exactly what you're thinking. What about the Dreadlocks MVP and Play of the Year? We got to leave something left to be desired, especially if we got this late into the year to drop the 2023 awards. So everything is going to have all eyes on the 2024 awards. I already started putting highlights away in preparation to have it up and ready to go at the conclusion of the season for 2024. But don't even listen to me. Let me show you with my actions. So one way or another, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been a magnificent 2023 season. Once again, we had a chance to go and see a team repeat as champion for the very first time in 20 years. I do not anticipate Kansas City being able to pull it off again, but of course, as we all know, it doesn't matter what they do in the regular season. Come postseason time, they become a brand new football team, so we will see who's gonna mess around and get the catch of the year this year. Who's gonna get the knockout, game over, solid snake scream moment of the year? Who's gonna have the blowjob of the year? I predicted going into the season that the Cowboys won't even qualify for the playoffs. Are they going to make me Nostradamus? Who knows? We're fixing to see what's gonna transpire in 2024. Let it be known in the chat who you guys believe should be winning all of these different various kinds of awards. Will we see Kadarius Toney on a football field again? Will Dan Campbell try to run, the gamble and cost the team a playoff run again? Let it be known who you guys think is going to come out as winners of the 2024 Chiseled Adonis Awards. And furthermore, what kind of awards would y'all like to see? Which ones would you want to bring back from the past to the present? Which ones from the present would you want to go and remove? All I know is the suspect moments is still going to be here, and the random moments in the commentary is going to get 10x'd in the future. We might just mess around and have 30 minutes of random moments in the commentaries. Will the fat man moments return as well? I anticipate it transpiring because in 2024, we already got a couple of fat man highlights one way or another. This award show doesn't happen without y'all, so I appreciate y'all immensely for constantly showing love throughout the time. So I will see you guys for 2024. Hey, I appreciate you watching the entire video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And on top of that, hit that notification bell as well. For whatever reason, YouTube's only showing my videos to 20% of my subscribers. So if you have already turned on the notification bell, turn it off, turn it back on. If you never turn it on, turn it on. I appreciate you.